Okay, so thank you for joining us today for the presentation about the summer program we organize here at UTT. So we'll present the summer program in two parts. First, the courses that you students will be doing, and then the weekends we organized. So there are 3 weekends, 1 weekend in Normandy, 1 cultural visit of Paris, and 1 adventure weekend. So first, Troyes, our university, we are located here, 1 hour and a half from Paris by train. And the students and the assistant teacher will be housed here. So 5 minutes walk from UTT during the entire summer program, which is 5-6 weeks approximately. So here is an overview of the program. The duration is from May 20th to June 26th. So the accommodation, as I said earlier, is 5 minutes walk from UTT. And the official arrival date is May 20th. But of course, if students have exams or any other personal reason, they can come a little bit later and we will arrange transportation. So the specificity of this program is that you have classes at UTT during the week. But during the weekends, we organize 3 weekends for you, 1 trip to Normandy, 1 adventure weekend, and 1 cultural visit of Paris. And you have also 2 free weekends. So 1 weekend of 2 days and 1 3-day weekend that you're free to explore France or Europe. And we give you a lot of ideas. So for that, you have to apply, and the application deadline is March 1st for the program. So here you have 2 pictures. This would be your room. So there will be shared rooms, 2 beds at this sports center. So let's start with the courses. You will have 1 course, which is statics, given by Professor Mook, and 1 course in English, Europe and France, institutions, history and civilization, given by a teacher here. So here is a sample of the schedule. So in green, it just means that we have booked a room for you to study all day if you need, or to do projects in groups, for example. You will have classes in this example from 11:30 of statics, and in the afternoon, you will have the European institutions course. And this will be your, your usual weekday schedule. So you have 45 hours each, and of course, exam at the end with final exams on June 22nd. And then we have the graduation ceremony. So week 1, you arrive on Friday 20. We welcome you here at UTT, and we'll settle you in the accommodation that I explained earlier. As well, you will have a French student that will be here to show you around. It will be your buddy partner. So it will explain how is life in Troyes, and if you have any question, you can ask him or myself, or Louison, the student that will be working with us during the entire summer program. So Saturday, you will visit the neighborhood with your buddy partner, and you have free time. And on Sunday, we organize a guided visit of Troyes with the tourism office, and there will be a welcome dinner at a French restaurant in the evening. So then on Monday, 23rd, there will be presentation of UTT and the first classes in the afternoon. And during the night, you will meet UTT students during a social night. Then on Tuesday and Wednesday, you will have the normal schedule that I presented to you with classes in the morning and in the afternoon. And on that second week, you will have the weekend in Normandy that I will detail now. So Normandy is here, north west of France. So we will leave on Thursday at 5 a.m. I know, very early. And so here by bus, and we will arrive at 11 a.m. We will have lunch when we arrive. And in the afternoon, we will visit a D-Day beach, also an American cemetery, and Omaha Beach, and you will have the dinner at the hotel later on. So those most pictures were taken during previous summer programs, so including this one. So this was a summer program group from the past years. Then on Friday, you will have breakfast. And then we will visit an oyster farm and you will have the chance to taste an oyster as well. We'll have lunch in Saint-Malo. And in the afternoon, a guided visit by the tourism office of Saint-Malo. And we will depart from Saint-Malo afterwards and have a free time at the beach before having dinner at the hotel. So for Normandy, the breakfast and the dinner are included, okay? On Saturday, you will have breakfast, the same, and we will depart to Mont Saint-Michel. We have to be careful because in Mont Saint-Michel, when there is high tide, we can't access Mont Saint-Michel. So we'll have to go a little bit early and do the visit and then come back. So there will be a guided visit of the Abbey of Mont Saint-Michel. And in the afternoon, you will have some free time just to explore. And we'll depart to Blois at 3 p.m. and arrive at 7:30. And you will have some free time at the evening and we just have dinner at the hotel. On day 4, Sunday, after breakfast, we have a guided visit of Amboise Castle, which is this one. And after lunch in the afternoon, we'll go to Chambord and have a guided visit of the Chambord Castle. And after this visit, we'll go back to Troyes. So on the day after, you'll have classes. And this normal schedule until the next weekend, for which you have a 3 days free weekend. So we will give you itinerary to what to do in 3 days in France or in Europe if you're interested, because you can go to Paris easily and you can fly to European cities, for instance, Berlin, London, Copenhagen. It's very cheap. And on the week after, you have classes the same, and the 2 days free weekend that you can spend in France or in Europe as you like. During week 5, so from June 13th until June 16th, you will have classes as well. And during this week, we often organize a sport tournament. So you would do that one of the days, probably Tuesday or Wednesday after your classes, if you like. And on Friday, we will leave for the adventure weekend, which is in Drôme. So it's the department you see in red on the map, southeast of France. And we depart at 5 a.m. from UTT and arrive at 12. So we will have lunch there and do canoeing and tubing in the afternoon. Okay, so those were pictures that were taken the previous years. And afterwards, we have dinner and free time. On Saturday, the same, breakfast, and then we depart to Claps. which is here. And we'll have Via Ferrata and the lunch. And then afterwards, we do canyoning in the afternoon and a water ride with a zip line to finish. And we'll have dinner at the campsite. On Sunday, we'll have breakfast and we'll go to the leisure park and we have a small challenge. It's travel adventure and electric bike challenge. And we'll have lunch and then leave by coach at 2 p.m. to arrive at 9 at UTT. So for the adventure weekend, all the meals are provided. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner from when we leave. Then during week 6 is the final week. You have classes on June 20th and 21st, and final exams on June 22nd. Okay. And after your final exams, you have a farewell dinner at a French restaurant. And the day after, we leave for Paris, the final weekend. And on June 26th, it will be the end of the program. So for the weekend in Paris, we will book for you a 5-day Paris public transport pass. So we'll organize activities, but when you have free time, you can explore Paris for free, transportation-wise. So on day 1, we will leave Troyes at 10:30 a.m. You will drop off your luggages at the hotel at 2 p.m. And then from 3, you can do whatever you like. On day 2, we will visit Montmartre, Arc de Triomphe, and the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. And you have free time in the evening. So we'll give you a guide of Paris with what you do, what you see. For the hotel, the breakfast will be included for 3 days. On Saturday, you have breakfast and then free time in Paris to do whatever you like on that day. Some students went to Disneyland. It's very close. And we give you indications if you want to go. And on day 4, it will be departure day. So you will depart directly from your hotel to the airport on your own, okay? But you can use, of course, the pass that we gave you. That will be still valid. One slide, of course, about COVID measures. It's mandatory that you are vaccinated because you can't do activities, hotels, or access restaurants if you are not vaccinated in France due to the sanitary pass being obligatory. So when you do your application, you have to upload the proof that you are vaccinated. Please bring a set of masks with you and keep social distances and other measures that are in place at that time. Once you are in their hotel rooms, you have to keep the same roommates and sit at the same place in the buses. We just want to keep everyone safe. So it's simple measures, but if we respect them, we don't take many risks. And of course, you can check all necessary information on the link here. That is the link from the government. That changes often, but hopefully it would be better in June. And if anything happens to you, if you have a health issue or any problem during your stay, don't worry, we'll take care of it and we'll be here to support you. So the summer program is available on our website. Here you have the calendar. You can follow this link and just download the calendar. And you have also information about the course Europe and France Civilization. So feel free to have a look.
Sahil, I just wanted to jump in there for that link,
Yes.
just so students know, I will send them that link after they've completed our online application and we go through the acceptance process. That's typically when I would share that link with them so that they register directly with UTT as well.
Okay, perfect.
So for students who are watching this and listening, do not go to that link until I give you instructions to do so.
Okay, perfect. So do not go to that link until Olga tells you so. And if you have any questions, you can email incoming@utt.fr and I will just reply to you. So thank you. And we're waiting for you here in Troyes.
And then another thing too to mention is that the program isn't going to run 2023 and 2024 because of the Olympics. So students that are interested should really be motivated to go this summer because the next opportunity would be 2025.
Yes, that's true. Thank you for pointing this out as well.
In case they need that extra little nudge of do it while you can, right? I hope that's at least a lesson we've learned through this craziness these past 2 years. Take opportunities while they're available to you, because you never know. You never know what tomorrow brings.
That's true. Thank you, Olga.
Yeah, no problem. And then I'm kind of curious. So for the link that you provided, the advice for foreign nationals in France, is there a way to send that link? Because you can't really click on the presentation to access it.
Okay.
So if you want to share it, you can share it with me, and then I'll make sure that when students, it's just, I think it's nice to be able to access that information. And then we can also obviously put it on our online brochure and make sure they can see it, their parents can see it, all of that. I'm kind of curious too, if a student were to test positive, what would that look like? First, were testing sites available nearby? And then are they isolated? Is there special housing? Just to kind of get a sense of what that process might look like in that scenario.
We have a testing site just nearby, 5 minutes from UTT by car. And if they test positive at the moment, the procedure is if they are fully vaccinated, they have to stay isolated for 5 days, do another test at day 5. And if they are negative, it's fine. If they are positive on that second test, they have to do 2 more days isolation. Okay. And if they are tested positive regarding the accommodation, we will sort out a private room for them, probably at the Crous, which is a student housing that is free during the summer period. Okay. So that will be sorted out as well.
Okay, thank you. I don't know if anybody else has any questions or comments or.
And are you a great opportunity? No, I think it's an opportunity to combine a robust academic program with a chance to see some of the most beautiful areas of the country.
Yeah, this is still recording, right? So the students will be watching this. I'll just invite you to contact me directly. Yeah, I'm Professor Mook that teaches the statics class, and I've been going, actually, I was the co-inventor of the program back in 2000, and I've gone a dozen times or so over the last 20 years. So I know a little bit about it. I also know a little bit about statics.
Christine, do you have any questions?
I don't, other than I would love to go. It's such a wonderful program. It really is. I mean, as you said, it's just this great combination of academics and also cultural. The fact that you pair students up with French students. And so it's not just sightseeing and academics. You're also learning a little bit more about French culture. So, and as Professor Mook said, he created the program and has great experience, and so it's so wonderful that you're willing to lead it again. And I'm so sorry about 23 and 24. I didn't realize that there's 2 years where you can't run it. That's devastating.
Yeah, it's very sad.
And Sahil, I'm just wondering too, is UTT currently hosting international students?
Yes, we have. Yes, we do.
Just because I know sometimes with SUNY and UB students might be thinking that it's not possible for students to study abroad right now during this time. But the reality is that many universities in the US and around the world have been hosting international students since fall 2020. So just to kind of reassure them that, you guys have been doing this a lot longer than maybe they realize, and that you've had, success in doing so, and that all the health and safety precautions that are needed are being taken care of.
Yes, we have around 50 international students this semester, and we had around 80 last semester. So usually we have many more, but we still continue to host students, and we take all the precautions with them.
And then for this summer, are you going to have students from other places as well at the same time that our students are there? I know you have in the past from Michigan and Singapore, I believe.
Yes, so for now it's not sure, but probably yes, we will have as well.
I guess the other thing probably want to say is just students, if you're worried about funding, there are scholarships available. There are various experiential learning funds that you can apply to get funding to go on study abroad trips. So there is a lot of opportunity and support financially to participate in the program. And Olga, you can probably talk more about some of the other opportunities. Can you use Gilman for this or not?
Yeah, as long as you receive a Pell Grant. Yeah, so for US undergraduate students who have not studied abroad before, if you receive a Pell Grant, you can apply for Gilman, and you can also get assistance from the Fellowships and Scholarships Office located in 24 Capon Hall. The director there actually has sat on the Scholarship Review Committee for Gilman. So who better to help you with making sure that your application is as strong and competitive as it can be. So that resource is available for sure. And then to talk about UB scholarships, making sure that students go to academicworks.com. That's UB's scholarship portal. So you'll be able to find scholarships from departments, from the Honors College, from our office. And I'm happy to go through that list with students to specifically point out the ones they're eligible for. And then we can also include that in the email that'll go out with the recording so that they have that information as well. Well, thank you so much, Sahil, for making the time. We really, really appreciate it. That was wonderful. I know that everybody that was here listening to the presentation and seeing all the pictures and seeing all the places you guys are going to, obviously, we're all on board. We can't wait to come see you guys. We're so excited. It's a fantastic program. Hundreds of students have participated in it over, 10, 20 years now. And we love to keep it going and hope that students will continue to apply so we can keep doing these wonderful experiences for them that they're not going to be able to really ever get in their lifetime if they don't do it.
That's true. Now. That's so true.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for having me today.
Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.
Merci.
Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.
Bye.
Goodbye. Thank you.